Welcome back everybody to a new video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little new on the channel that I haven't really done. I'm going to be starting a new series and I'm just going to be talking about Fortnite seasons. Today I am going to be talking about what some of the most underrated Fortnite seasons of all time are. These seasons may be liked by the community, but kind of fly under the radar when people think of maybe some of the best seasons of all time. So let's get into it. So the first season I want to talk about is actually the Simpsons season that just wrapped up a couple months ago. And this season was just a great breath of fresh air for all of us after a rough couple seasons in Chapter 6. The map was great. I loved how they made it cartoon. It was just amazing. Looked like The Simpsons. The Battle Pass was great. They had all the main characters in it, learned their lesson from Galactic Battle. The loophole was so simple but effective. Mr. Blasty was so much fun. And it had OG weapons that everyone loved. Had an update every week, which was great. People loved that. Can we not forget about probably the best event of all time that happened? That might be a hot take for best event of all time, but I personally think it was. I was there to experience it, and it was insane. The theme I was worried about, but it actually turned out to be great just because I feel like the map just carried this season so good. And the POIs were so good on the map. Like, they just felt original, but they kind of had, like, an OG feel to them, but with a Simpsons twist. Like, you had the power plant. It was kind of like Steamy Stacks. You just had POIs in this season that felt like they'd been there before, but were also so unique. And this season was so much fun. All my friends came back to play this season. And yeah, I mean, it was really balanced, but it was just so much fun. So yeah, very underrated season. The next underrated season, I think, is Chapter 4, Season 1. Now, most people actually think this season is pretty good, but I feel like a lot of them it flies under the radar when you think of a top 10 Fortnite season of all time. Like, I think you could even make an argument this could be top 5. That might be pushing it a little bit, because there is some good Fortnite seasons. But man, this was a great refresh from a rough end to Chapter 3, in my opinion. The map was so fresh. It was clean. The graphics, this is probably one of the best chapters for graphics, in my opinion. Augments were added. The Battle Pass was solid. The loophole, all new weapons, and they were just all so good and so new. The tac pistol, you had the shockwave hammer, that was really fun. You had the twin mag SMG. I mean, it was so much fun. You know, pretty consistent updates. That Winterfest was pretty solid, I thought, that year. And I kind of liked the theme of it, too. It was more of like, it was like a modern medieval, if you know what I mean. Like, it was medieval almost, but it was like mixed with modern, too, a little bit, which was kind of cool. It made a interesting but pretty actually cool map, I thought, for the POIs. Storyline was pretty solid. I think the Ageless, if I can remember correctly, was the main villain, I believe. This provided us with a lot of POIs and a lot of fun gameplay. That's why it is at an underrated season. Let's go ahead and stay in Chapter 4, because I think another really underrated season is Chapter 4, Season 4. Now, I think most fans like Chapter 4, Season 4, but just like Chapter 4, Season 1, I think it flies under the radar for being a top 10 season, which I think it is. But a lot of people tend to forget about it. Now, I probably mostly because a lot of people probably quit before this season came out, because Chapter 4, Season 3 is one of the most hated seasons of all time, which could be another video I'm going to do about seasons in the future in this series. But Chapter 4, Season 4 is just great. The map, the POIs they got were just incredible. They all looked really cool. All the POIs were resort themes, which was just great for this season, I thought. Thorn, or Vampire, whatever his name was. Kato Thorn, yeah. He was a good villain, I thought. He got us back to OG. Battle Pass, I thought, was pretty solid. I loved the vault theme, kind of, as well. Breaking in, getting old weapons was so much fun. The loophole was just great. Got Twin Mag AR this season, which was really cool. Pretty consistent updates, good collabs. Yeah, and this season was a lot of fun. And I just think that it's pretty underrated, you know. Overall, I just think this season was really fun. So the next underrated season I'm going to be talking about is Chapter 2, Season 7. And I think this season, I feel like people forget about it because it comes after probably maybe one of the worst seasons of all time, Chapter 2, Season 6. So a lot of people quit playing, but a lot of people that did play this season, I think absolutely loved it. It was the alien theme. This season just brought it to life. I mean, I don't know if they could have done the alien theme any better. The map just resembled it really, really good. The graphics looked great for the alien theme. Got a great battle pass. I think Rick and Morty were in it. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was a long time ago. The loophole, you got the railgun recon scanner, like the gravity throwing thing. I forget what that item was called. You got UFOs, which was really cool. The mothership mini game. I mean, it was just great. You had like the aliens roaming around the map. I mean, it was just chaos, and it was just really cool. What an event too at the end of this as well. I mean, that was just insane. The storyline and theme, this was when the storyline was pretty peak, I will have to admit. Late Chapter 2, late and early Chapter 3 had some great storylines, man. This season was actually fun too. There was some overpowered items, but you know, I think mostly everyone just had a blast this season. It's just a really underrated season. And the last season I'm going to talk about in this video, I could do a part 2 because, to be honest, there's a lot of underrated seasons in my opinion. But I'm just going to end it here with Chapter 6, Season 1. Now, a lot of mixed opinions on Chapter 6 as a whole. I feel like you either hated the season in Chapter 6 or you actually loved it. It's still underrated. Like, I think you could put this as a top 10 Fortnite season of all time. I personally probably have it as a top 15 in my opinion, but this was such a good season. The map, to be honest, this probably could be one of the best maps of all time. The Japanese just style was just great. It was so good. So many good POIs. The graphics, I mean, were just outstanding. The loophole was pretty simple, but I actually enjoyed it. The Hollow Twister and Sentinel Pump, such a fun combo, and a Typhoon Blade. I mean, just great. The Void Oni mask as well. Consistent updates. You got Godzilla, that big event in the middle. That was so much fun. The event, probably the best mini event we've ever gotten. If you don't remember, that was when Shogun X and Dago had the sword fight. It was probably one, for a mini event, it was good. Now, this wasn't a big event, so, you know. The mythics were great. The bosses were great. Shogun X, you know, the puppeteer or whatever with the Night Rose, and the theme was great. Storyline was pretty good for the most part. This might have been the last good storyline season we had. This season also introduced OG and Ballistic. I know Ballistic isn't that big of a mode anymore, but OG is still a big mode, and it brought a lot of people back to playing the game, and it is still going strong to this day. And yeah, this season was just a lot of fun. It was a blast, and that is gonna do it for all the underrated seasons in this video. Make sure to comment down below what you thought of these takes I had in this video. This is probably I'm gonna have, in the next season videos, I'm gonna have a lot more hot topics and a lot more hot takes. This video, I feel like, didn't have many hot takes, but yeah, I could do a part 2 for underrated Fortnite seasons, because to be honest, there is a lot more I could probably talk about. So yeah, let me know if you want to see that, but thanks for watching. See you next one. Bye.